Whatever you are doing in the dark, like that's something that you know deep down in your heart, you know it's not right. That's why you place it, and that's why you do it in the dark. And you keep intentionally going against the grain. And you know it ain't right. And you know it ain't right. And you used to feel a certain way. And now the secret is a part of you. Now it has become a habit. And now you're going to keep doing it. You're going to keep doing it. This secret, you are living a life in the dark, and you're not going to stop. Nope. You're not going to stop until that light hits it. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. We're not ready for the light. We're not ready for the exposure. You see, it makes me think about the whole situation that's going on with Diddy, right? And I look at a man that has so much power, okay, so much influence, okay, more money than probably, any of us will ever make. Okay, so when I look at these stories and they pulling back all of this information, I mean, I'm talking about years. We're talking about 20 years. And with that power, you probably in that position, you probably think there is no way that the light could hit this because I've been in it for so long. But let me tell you what the universe don't care. The light don't discriminate. And you will be exposed. Are you ready for the exposure? The guilt, the shame, the loss of control, honey, because it's out your hand. We know. The judgment, the effect that it will have on your loved ones, starting with your children, those who are close to you. Are you ready for the light? Because let me tell you something, sweetheart, baby boy. You ain't going to be able to swallow that pill when it hits you. You going to need a whole bucket of water to get that down. You understand? And let me tell you something. This is the truth. God wants to use you. He wants to use you. He needs you just like you need him. He wants to make you the blessing. But he can't. He can't. Do you know why? Because your pipe's not clean. He's not going to put his name on you and you intentionally going out here going against and rebelling against his word. Do you understand what I'm saying? You are chosen. You are the one that is going to break the generational curse. It is you. And God is telling you today, he's telling you today that you need to get a hold of that thing. I don't know who this is for, but I know it's for somebody. God has exemplified so much grace and so much mercy. You can't continue to intentionally rebel against God and think he's going to bless your situation. I'm going to say that again for the friend in the back. Not to you, to the friend in the back. Okay, I'm going to say it to the friend in the back. You can't continue to rebel against God and think he's going to bless your situation. He's not going to do it. Because listen, sweetheart, there are laws to this thing. Fire will burn any skin. It doesn't discriminate. You can be black, white, purple, or green. You can be rich or poor. The fire will burn. You know why the fire burn? Because that's the law of the fire. Now listen. If you can relate to what I just said, now don't look away. Don't look down. Don't smile. Just look at TT real quick. Look at TT. Nothing is a coincidence. Nothing is a coincidence. That's what the world say. I'm going to tell you what this is. This is divine. If you can relate to this, this is not a coincidence that I'm talking to you. This is divine for you to stop what you're doing. Stop allowing the voice of persuasion to dictate your life, because you're heading in a future of chaos, of destruction. Am I making sense? You see, I'm saying this, y'all, because I love you. I really do. I have a love for God's people. And this is coming from a place of love. And the only way this is going to work is I'm going to try my best to be honest with you. And I'm going to need you to be honest with you too. Okay? Let's get into it. Greetings. Oh my God, brothers and sisters. Yes, it is your girl, your big homie, TT, and welcome y'all to TT Talk. Yes. Listen. You already know, before we move forward, I got to get a special shout out to the APAP team for allowing your girl. I can't even believe they are entrusting me on this platform. You know this ain't nobody but God, okay? But I have to give a special shout out to the APAP team for allowing your girl to use this here platform to represent God and his kingdom, y'all. What a responsibility that we have as a team. And listen, I don't take your ears and your time for granted, okay? Let's get to the yams. Okay, let's get to the yams. Okay, now about these laws, do you know that success is predictable? Do you know that failure is predictable? Before I move on, I do have to say this. God rest his soul, Dr. Miles Monroe. God bless you. May you rest in peace. All of my teaching and all of my knowledge I've gained, he has opened me up with his sacrifice and his teaching like a flower on the first day of spring, y'all. I am just learning, and I know that I am growing, right? And I'm implementing this in my daily walk. So everything you hear, he gave me the chicken, and I'm just using my own little oil and my own little seasoning. Okay? So I had to give props where props is due. Let's get into it. A car. Let's talk about your vehicle. Now, the manufacturer created your car. In order for your car to get to point A and B, you need what? Gasoline. You need fuel. The manufacturer created the car in order for it to function properly. Your vehicle needs gasoline. Now, you like Coke. Girl, you love you some Coke. You know what? You like Coke Zero. Ain't nothing like a cold bottle of Coke with a slice of pepperoni pizza. I'm just saying. You love Coke. Okay? You love Coke so much that you put it in your vehicle. You see, this is the thing. The car is not designed to run on Coke. Now, Coke is good for your belly. I mean, I don't know how good it is for your belly, but it's made for you to consume, not for your car. And can I prophesy? Can I prophesy to you? If you take that Coke and put it in your car, can I prophesy that your car is not going to run properly? Why? Because you violated the laws of the manufacturer. The car is run off gasoline, not Coke. Coke is good for you, but not for your car. And when you violate the law, you find yourself in trouble. Let's talk about this gravity. Yeah, gravity is going to be gravity. I don't care where you at. Unless you in space. Here on Earth, we talking about Earth now. I don't care where gravity is, it has the same effect because it abides by the laws. Okay? I don't care about who you know, all them people. who I know and all my peoples. But if anybody get on any building anywhere and on this earth and jump off, what's going to happen? You going to die, right? So the question I'm going to ask you today is, what caused the death? Can we agree that the judgment has its own built-in laws? Can we agree that disobedience has its own consequences? Can we agree on that? Laws make life predictable, baby. That's why they in place. God is the God of laws. God responds to the law. That's why you got to get into this book so you can understand the laws and the principles. Just like the manufacturer of anything that is created to function. Okay, everything that is created to function, they have to provide a manual. Okay, in order for you to function it, to work it properly, the product. In order for you to work it properly, you need a manual. You need a guide, right? And if you obey the laws of the manufacturer, then it guarantees that the product will function properly. Because they support their product because you kept the law. Am I making sense? Come on, y'all, don't leave me out here hanging. Somebody got to get this. Now, I know it went over some of your heads, but somebody got to grab this now. If it's two of you, one of you should get it. Okay? If it's two of you, one of you should get it. Everything in life has been designed to function by laws, and laws makes everything predictable. You know what I know? This I do know. Every human wants to be successful. Unless you lying, talking about, who wants to be successful? Who do that? You might got some liars out there. They lying. It is built in us. Every human wants to be successful, and God designed our life to be successful. And I know you sitting up there thinking like, how he designed my life to be successful and all the hell I've been going through. Everything that you have been going through brought you up to this point right here. You have survived everything to come to this point right here. Your success is good for God. Can I say that again? Pet your neighbor. Pet your neighbor. Your success is good for God. Success are the results of the obedience to laws. Period. That's why you got to get in the book, y'all. That's why you got to study the laws and the principle, y'all. Because listen, God is the manufacturer. Because he created all of us. And that Bible that we talk about, that is the manual to this thing called life. You got to do your part so he can do his. Stop being lazy. Tell yourself no. You letting yourself get you in a whole bunch of mess because you ain't got control over yourself. You got to do a part. You know what? Let me give you the key. Let me just let you know this. Okay? All of us are created with strength and weaknesses. Just like when you playing a game, right? I remember when I used to be playing Mortal Kombat, right? And you trying to pick the person that has the most power, that is the fastest, and that is the strongest. But they're not created like that even in the games. They might be big and strong, but they might run slow. Then you got one that might be real little, but he fast and he can fit through cracks. Everybody have different strengths and weakness. You make and cook good. Some of us can't. You might can do hair. Some of us can't. We all have different talents, it's okay? We all fall short. You was born into this. We come from a long line of sin. And that's the way everything's created. There's the good and there's the bad. We're made up of good and evil. We are. It's a part of us. We were born into it. And every day we got to fight against that. We are all trees, y'all. We all trees. And the thing is that what do you have in you? What's in you? Can we get a chair? Can I get a table? Can I get a house? And you see, sweetheart, what we usually end up doing is you take your success is not compared to what I have done. That is what you call a competition. Your success is compared to what you have done, to what you were created to do. What is your purpose? What is your gift? You need to be working at that every day. You need to learn to serve your gifts and your purpose on why are you here? Why did God keep you from all of that? Because you should have been dead. You should have been dead. But you are here. He done spared you. He has so much grace and mercy for you because you are the chosen one. What did he tell us to do, y'all? He told us to seek ye the kingdom first and his righteousness, and all of these things will be added to you. That means you have to do your part in the seek, in the exploring, in the pursuit. It's not going to fall in your lap. It's not going to happen that way. You got to get up. There is a movement with your prayer. Because guess what? God has plans for you. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Yeah. Plans to give you hope and a future. And that's a fact. We ain't going to argue about that. That's Bible talk. Okay. That's the plan for you. You have to become a vessel. You have to be willing to be used by God. And let me tell you, y'all, the walk ain't easy, but walking is not easy. The walk is not easy, but walking isn't easy. Period. You got to become a vessel. You got to do your part. So where do I start, TT? Go and read start over and read the New Testament. And listen to what Jesus said. Listen to what he taught. Listen to the instructions. Know that he is talking about a kingdom and not a democracy. So you got to work on your mind. It starts with you. Kingdom starts in your mind first. And what I realized is when I adopted this concept, when I said that when I start believing that everything in my day go against what I put in my mind and what I try to feed myself. Everything go against that. So every day I got to tell myself, yes, I can. Yes, the little choo-choo train. Remember the little train that was going, yes, I can. Yes, anything that comes at you that is opposing whatever you got going on, that negative energy. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. You can. Keep pushing through it. Block those thoughts. Do your part. Because there is a part that you have to play. And if you don't want to do that part, then you cannot experience this life in its full potential and on what God has for you. Can't run from God because He's everywhere. You think you're getting away, but you're not. But this is the truth. God wants to use you so bad, so bad. Listen, man without God, God will not. Man without God, and God without man, God will not. So he needs you just like you need him. That's how he needs you to exemplify his work here and during this time. During what's going on right now. You are called for a time such as this. Get your pipes clean the pipes out. We're going to call the Mario Brothers for you, okay? Get your pipes cleaned out. Get right. You know you ain't right. You know what you're doing. You like that dog chasing his tail. Get up out that cycle. I did my part. My assignment for the week is done. Okay. It's up to you to do yours. Listen, God loves you, man. He do. Whether you believe it or not, whether you accept it or not, you are loved by God. And that is a fact. I'll lay my hat right there. Thank you for allowing your girl to pour this sweet tea of love, inspiration, and motivation. Y'all tune in next week to see what God gonna do, because you know I have absolutely no idea. But this I do know. Now, I don't care which way you slice this bread, but you don't break laws and win. You don't. Just think of a person right now that you know. If you know a person that's out there breaking laws, they're just doing whatever they want to do. What kind of lifestyle is that? You got to be hiding. You got to watch your back. You got to continue to lie. You got to remember the lies you telling. You're not winning if you're breaking the laws. There is a price to pay when you break the laws. So you have to study the laws and the principle so we won't keep going out there and intentionally breaking them. Okay? You got to keep working on yourself. You got to keep chipping on yourself. The laws are in place to protect us. There's a reason why you shouldn't drive 100 on the speedway. Laws are here to protect us. Y'all share this with a friend. This that tea, you can sip you some little wine with it, a little cocktail. You can fire up one with it. Hey, do your thing, long as you get it. I just need you to get it. Get your understanding. You understand? And nothing is yours until you get an understanding. Okay, and I'll sip to that. Listen, y'all go out there now and live a blessed life. We serve an awesome, almighty, omnipotent God, sovereign God, most powerful God. That's who we serve. And he loves you and he wants to use you. But you got to clean out that pipe. Get the pipes together. We're going to call the Mario Brothers and we're going to get that all cleaned out for you. All right. Y'all go out there and live a blessed life. Bye.